What factors impact metabolism? Let's start at the beginning. What is metabolism? Metabolism is the chemical and biochemical reaction that occur in the body. Metabolism can be catabolic or anabolic. Catabolic metabolism occurs when your body breaks down existing energy stores, splitting chemical bonds and releasing energy available for your body to use. During catabolic metabolism, our metabolism decreases due to more energy being stored than released. Anabolic metabolism is the opposite. Your body uses energy to create chemical bonds and build stores. During anabolic metabolism, our metabolism increases due to more energy being released due to the breaking of the bonds. Where does our energy come from? Our energy comes from three different systems: glycolysis, cellular respiration, and the phosphate system. Glycolysis is the breakdown of glucose. Glucose gets broken down into 2-pyruvate plus water, 2-ATP, and 2-NADH plus 2H+. Glycolysis occurs in the cytosol, which is the aqueous component of the cytoplasm in the cell. Glycolysis creates ATP without oxygen, but it can use oxygen as well. The energy produced is fast energy, but there is limited amounts of it. Cellular respiration is the use of glucose to produce ATP. It can use any nutrient such as carbs, proteins, and fat. We start with glucose, and through glycolysis we get pyruvate. Pyruvate gets turned into acetyl-CoA.
Acetyl-CoA is used in the Krebs cycle to produce NADH and FADH2. The electrons in H+ in NADH and FADH2 get used in the electron transport chain to produce ATP. This pathway only occurs when there is oxygen in the mitochondria, because oxygen will be the final electron acceptor of cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a slow process, however it makes an abundance of energy.
In the phosphate system, creatine uses the phosphate from ATP to produce phosphocreatine production. Phosphocreatine is the quickest way to synthesize ATP. Morton mentions the phosphagen system is the most rapidly available source of energy and is often termed the immediate energy source. However, this energy source is very limited. We get about 5 to 8 seconds of this energy, where this process occurs in the cytosol and requires no oxygen.
One factor that impacts metabolism is exercise. Exercise is important for our metabolism, but before we can explain why, let's look at what may be considered exercise.
There are multiple forms of exercises we can do to improve our metabolism and overall health. Firstly, aerobic exercise, also known as cardio, focuses on increasing our heart rate. This includes movements such as running or swimming. Strength training exercise focuses on building muscle for our body. This includes movements such as weightlifting or bodyweight workouts, like push-ups. Lastly, flexibility exercise works on the overall mobility of our body. This can be done through workouts, like yoga or Pilates. There is an abundance of benefits to exercising and moving our body. Some of the greatest ones include a stronger immune system, a reduced risk for heart disease, greater brain function, and stronger muscles. One of the most important benefits we can look for our metabolism is building stronger muscles from exercise. The amount of muscle our body has plays a huge role in how fast or slow our metabolism can get. We can look at this through our basal metabolic rate, which is defined as the number of calories you burn as your body performs basal life-sustaining functions. One of the reasons muscle cells burn more calories is because they require energy to contract and relax. This means that even when you're not moving, muscle cells are burning calories. Basal metabolic rate accounts for about 60% of our body's energy expenditure. A higher percentage of this energy comes from lean muscle mass than fat. This means more muscle mass in your body will mean total energy expenditure, which is good for losing weight or maintaining a healthy weight. Maintaining a great metabolic rate is crucial for the longevity of our health. If we look at the United States alone, we can see an overall prevalence of physical activity at a small 25.3%. This is mainly due to metabolic oversupply, where people are consuming more calories than they expend. Physical inactivity could lead to a number of chronic illnesses, such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes. So how can we improve our metabolism for our overall health? We can engage in regular physical activity, including aerobic and strength training exercises. According to the CDC, we should aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. Even by smaller movements, such as daily walks, we can reduce sedentary behavior by incorporating more movement into our daily routine. Another factor that influences our metabolism is leptin. What is leptin? Leptin is a hormone secreted by our fat tissues, also known as adipose tissue. This hormone is used to regulate appetite by telling our brain when we are feeling full. These signals are then brought to our hypothalamus, which maintains our body's homeostasis. When leptin levels are high, this will suppress our appetite, making us feel full. But if leptin levels drop, this increases our appetite. When we lose weight, this can lead to having lower leptin levels. This is due to smaller amounts of adipose tissue, which then causes our body to react by increasing food intake and decreasing energy expenditure. When you gain weight, the opposite occurs. Leptin levels increase, which results in a decrease in food intake and increase in energy expenditure. With high levels of leptin and sufficient energy stores, stored fat breakdown is promoted, and this contributes to weight loss. In cases of leptin resistance, the brain doesn't respond adequately to the signals of leptin, even when leptin levels are high. This then leads the brain to feel hungry and signals us to eat more. After eating, leptin is produced again. However, this will lead to more fat tissue and excess leptin, downregulating our brain's sensitivity to leptin, hence causing the cycle to repeat itself. This can lead to several consequences such as obesity, metabolic dysfunction, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. The last factor affecting metabolism we'll be discussing in this video is the GI tract microbiota. The GI tract gut microbiota is made up of the 300 to 500 species of bacteria that live within our digestive system. Together, they have a combined mass heavier than any other internal organ, leaving them to be considered a superorganism and virtual endocrine system. The gut microbiota contribute to many other systems within our body and have some major responsibilities as part of our digestive system. Some of these responsibilities include vitamin K and B12 synthesis, and the fermentation of soluble fiber into short-chain fatty acids, more specifically propionic and butyric acid. Two helpful compounds, as butyric acid has been shown to kill colon cancer cells, and propionic acid can aid in reducing cholesterol production. But it gets even better than that. These short-chain fatty acids play a critical role in other various systems within the body. Activating our adipose tissue, they help us manage the hormone leptin, and in our gut, they can affect the release of GLP-1 and PYY, some of the most important chemicals relating to our metabolism in terms of weight management and appetite levels. These are the factors that impact metabolism. Thanks for watching.